Hi, I'm Chris Mogg. I teach here at Roy High School. I teach history and I teach the future teacher class. I also work with Weber School District to help you prepare to be a great substitute teacher. We work together with Katie Scheme in our elementary school department to make an epic training video for you to learn how to be a super sub, how to change the game for our students and for covering for our teachers while we're gone. Let me show you a few things that we're going to cover today in my module. First, we're going to go over how to be a super sub. What does it take to step up your game to be epic? Second, we're going to talk about lesson plans and the materials that are provided for you to teach in the classroom. And lastly, management. How do we make this class a great place for our students to continue learning and for you to have an enjoyable day and positive interactions with each of our students? Let's go on this journey together and let's be epic and change those minds and hearts of each one of our students here in Weber Schools. So, you want to be a substitute. What kind of substitute do you want to be? Do you want to be someone who quickly jumps in and covers for someone who's in dire straits? Or do you want to have a planned absence or a planned substitute experience where you know what you're coming into and you plan weeks in advance to cover what you need? If you would like to be a super sub, you definitely want to be the one who jumps in when you get the phone call that morning, who rises to the game. Your name will be carved into the desk of our secretary. You will be legendary. On the downside though, if you're going to be a super sub and you're coming in and it's like the last minute, you might find your lesson plan looking like this. Scrawled on a paper towel from someone who is deathly ill. This might be all you have to get through the day. So we're hoping that you can have some additional resources and there's going to be some ways that we can help you to get beyond the scroll. If you have a planned absence, likely you're going to see a lesson plan that's very detailed, full of information, and full of additional interactions with students that will more than pass the time get allotted in the classroom. This is easy. This is epic. When you come into the school, whichever school it might be in our district, our secretaries will provide you with a substitute folder. Inside this folder, you will find the lesson plans. You'll also find the roles for the class, substitute hall pass, and this lovely little sheet of paper right here, which you can fill out to leave a memo on what happened in every class throughout the day. I have kept some from some previous substitutes that I've had. Good class, good day. Great class, great substitute. Always epic when Sarah covers my class. You can leave your information, what happened in the classroom here, noted for the teacher, and they'll leave that on the desk for you, and then the next day, we can find out what happened. We can fix anything that needs fixing, or at least we'll know where we need to pick up from where you left off. So, we've just gotten from the office. We have our substitute folder. Now let's go into the classroom and see what the classroom looks like so we know what's going to happen for the day. Upon entering the classroom, you'll usually see notes on the board for students so they know what's going to happen in class today. This obviously looks like a planned absence. This teacher has left everything on the board for the students to complete the tasks at hand. Now, if we look at the classroom, we also can tell that all the desks are facing forward, which means the best place for you to be as a substitute teacher is to be in front or wandering up and down the aisles to help them with anything they might need throughout the class period. What are the technology items in the classroom? What does the teacher use or are you expected to use? If you have a TV or a projector or the computer or sound system which is located in the back, how do we turn those all on? Hopefully that's included in the lesson plan, but if it's not, we can ask some of our neighboring teachers for help because likely they've been in here before to help set things up for other substitutes in the past. Most students in our district now have Chromebooks with them for every one of their classes. So if you are at a school where Chromebooks are with each one of the students, Just be mindful of that. The student should know how to log in, access the information they need for the class, and the instructions in the lesson plan should direct them to using that. If you see something in the lesson plan that has them not using the Chromebooks, encourage your students not to use them and use the materials that have been provided by the teacher for the activity at hand. The first thing in classroom management as a substitute teacher is to better understand what your students are going to be like when they come into the classroom. What better way to do that than to greet them at the door between each class period? Let's see what the students look like as they come through at the beginning of third period. Hello there.
Mr. Mom,
How are you
it's my
today?
math test.
Congratulations. What kind of student do we have here? What can we expect from her in class today? Let's see what this student has to offer today in class. Hello.
Hey.
What can we expect from this student? Let's talk about classroom management. What's it going to be like in your classroom as you're covering for the day? You do realize that you have an awesome role and responsibility in protecting these students and helping them to learn the daily content. Classroom management is all about being proactive, having a plan for the situation before it occurs. It's also about giving the student the benefit of the doubt. Most of the time, 99% of the time, they're going to do the right thing. Just give them the opportunity to do that and approach them on a one-on-one level. Here are some examples of what happens in the classroom when you approach a student one-on-one.
Right.
Sometimes in class, during independent study, or while the students are working on their projects, we have students who are listening to their headphones or not paying attention in class. Let's see how we address this in a non-confrontational way. Miss Delilah, are you done with all of your work?
What?
Have you finished all of your work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, you just keep doing what you're doing then. Avoid confrontation that's unnecessary. I could have brought the heat, made her take out her earbuds, but if she's already completed the work for the class, I'm going to take her at her word. Sometimes in class, we have students who are on their phones. How do we approach this situation? Are we trying to be proactive? Are we staying ahead of the game? Do you have a plan before you interact with that student, before you approach them? Let's watch this one. Delilah, have you finished your assignment yet?
Oh, not yet.
Is there a way you could finish your assignment and then you can go back to whatever it is you're doing on your phone?
Okay.
Thank you so much. You're a great kid. Bam. Thank you. Thank you for taking on the awesome responsibility and task that is to be a substitute for our future. These kids appreciate you, and we as teachers appreciate you. If you have any other questions, comments, or ideas, things that we could do to improve our program to help you be ready for the classroom, or if you have any questions on how to improve your game as you prepare to enter our classroom, please reach out to me at chmog@wsd.net. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have along the way, and I'd love to have you come cover my classroom and take care of my special kids. Thank you.